Round 2, fight. Whoa, guys, let's keep it civil. Don't fight. Yesterday, OpenAI released ChatGPT Canvas. It's a new feature that allows ChatGPT to collaborate with you on text documents and code. And it's not only a UI feature, it's a new model, a model they trained to be a good collaborator that can decide when to do a full rewrite of the document and when to do a targeted edits. And if you saw my videos before, you know that I dislike that about Claude Artifacts. They always fully rewrite. This thing apparently does pinpoint edits very well. It's something like 18% better than stock model GPT-4o. And it doesn't only do that. It does a lot of things, and we're gonna take a look at some of them. But it can also do commenting. It can, like, we will see. It's kind of interesting UX. So I want to see how good that is. But how do you understand if something is good? If you watched my videos before, I like comparing things. So we're gonna compare this canvas to Claude Artifacts. And you can see here that it's round 2. Why? Because I did the video before on that. And there should be a link here so you can go and check. Back then, full package of ChatGPT won for me, but as far as code editing and live previews and UX of artifacts, Claude did win. I did cancel Claude. Full package is more valuable for exactly me. For some people, this is better. But now, when Canvas is out, how do they compare? Let's take a look. So, one more thing. The best way to compare is to compare it something real, not on a synthetic example, but something you are actually working on, and you can more deeply understand if something is good or not. And one thing I am working on is my side project that would help me to launch my own applications better and maybe provide this as a service to others. But basically, it has a logo. Doesn't matter. That's not the point. It has a logo. This 3D cube that disassembles and assembles. I made it before with AI. I really like it, but thing is that it's CSS, JavaScript, and HTML. It works fine, but sometimes it's a little bit slow. So what I wanted to do was to try to convert it to WebGL, which is basically a browser version of the same technology that is used in games you're playing to render 3D graphics in games. So I want to see how ChatGPT Canvas and Claude Artifacts can take this code of this cube and convert it to WebGL from HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Let's do that and see who is better. Now, here I have the code. It's HTML, JavaScript, and CSS, as I already said, and it's something like 300 lines, 306 lines of code. Now, I wanted to do this in desktop app so that I could use their voice features. But sadly, desktop app doesn't allow you to start with Canvas. I did saw that you can open Canvas projects before. So what we're going to try first is we're going to try to start the project in the browser and then switch to desktop app and see how this works. How does this work? So to start, you need to choose GPT-4o with Canvas, but I heard that it can switch automatically sometimes. If you start working on something that it will think requires Canvas, it will switch. But anyways, let's start with this. And let's use voice in browser and see what we need to do. Hey, I want you to create for me a blank HTML page because I want to work with you on HTML project. Create a blank canvas first. Okay, let's see. So why I am asking for a blank canvas? I can give it a file or code initially, but then it will need to go through LLM and it's going to take time. Instead, what we can do with Canvas, we can edit. So I just asked it to do a blank one, then I will edit it myself, and then I will ask it to continue. And this is something I didn't saw Claude Artifacts do or almost anything do before, because here I have a ChatGPT collaborating with me, editing the file as well. So we are both editing the file. Let's give it a try. Let's go and take the code. Whoops, let's close this part. So let's take the code and paste it here. And actually, let's go and see what's happening in the desktop app. So here we're in desktop app. We cannot start here, but we can go to history and we can try to go here. This is the chat. Okay. And we already have here in my desktop app the code that we just pasted. What is though interesting, I cannot edit it here. Okay, interesting. So you can open Canvas projects in desktop app, but I'm not sure they're working. Let's try something. Actually, I did want to do it with a voice. What is this code? Can you tell me? Okay, this code is HTML template which creates a blank web page. Oh, it still doesn't see the code. Like the code is here, but it doesn't see it. Let's try on the web. Okay. I've pasted some code I want to work with you into the canvas. Can you tell me what that code is and what does it do? Okay, this one sees. It says that it is for 3D reshuffling Cubes logo with advanced control panel implemented using HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, including XAP library for animations. Correct. So I guess we're not using desktop application. Doesn't allow us to edit, and it seems doesn't work. So we're going to continue in the browser. Okay, so yes, it does see. Let's test the functionality. No, let's just jump into doing what we wanted to do. So it does use JavaScript, CSS, and HTML, but it's a little bit slow. I want to refactor it to use WebGL, but otherwise work exactly the same with the same type of animations. Can you do it for me? So now it's editing. And we can see that it's rewriting with UX that is similar to how cursor works, that it goes like line by line. And it decided in this case, we see to do a full rewrite. And it did the full rewrite. It was pretty fast, right? Let's now go and try to see what it did. Here I have an empty HTML file I need to paste. So one thing to mention here, in comparison to Artifacts, it doesn't have, at least yet, live previews like Claude Artifacts does. So here, Claude wins. Claude can run this kind of thing and show you, and we will try in a moment. But for now, let's see what did it do. What did ChatGPT do? Okay, let's go back to here. I don't think we need to. Okay, so it did something, but I don't see animation. Okay. Let's start pitting them one against the other. Let's try to do the same thing with Claude for comparison. Okay, so here is the code. Here is Claude. Let's paste it. And let's tell it, here is HTML page. What does it do? Can you do an artifact preview of it to show me? So I'm on free. I hope I will not run out of quota while I'm making this video. So now it does what ChatGPT would have done if I gave ChatGPT the file. It writes it through LLM again from scratch, which costs token, which is slow. And why? Why can't it just run? Okay, we can see now the preview. This is where Claude is better. Now let's go and copy what we asked of ChatGPT and see what it's gonna do. Also, let's check if it's so this is HTML page. Let's check if it's understood what this page is. This is an HTML page. It creates interactive 3D animation of reshuffling cubes. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Let's ask it the same thing we asked of ChatGPT. So it's working. Let's go back to ChatGPT and ask it for changes. So I see a wireframe of the cubes. They need to be solid with white edges and maybe semi-transparent, not edges, only the solid part. And also, I do not see animation, and I do not want to see the panel with configs. It was hidden. Okay, I think I gave it a bunch of things to do. And it decided to do a full rewrite again. Okay, I don't see pinpoint edits yet. Let's go to Anthropic and see what it did. What this did. It did something with a lot of errors. Well, let's copy the errors. Oh my god, there's a lot of them. there were errors. And while that works, we're going to switch back to ChatGPT. So it did edits. It's surprisingly small. Not sure this is what we're going to like. Let's go to browser. Okay, the cube itself looks better, and we do not have the panel, but I don't still have animations. Okay, cube looks good now. We do not see settings panel as well, but we completely lost the animation that was disassembling the cube, rotating it, and then assembling it back from those small cubes, like in the original HTML, CSS, and JavaScript. Okay, let's see. Again, complete rewrite. We are not getting tweaks yet. Let's see how this does. Okay, there are settings, they work, cube doesn't look as good. Rotation, nothing, spread, and there are still errors. Can we like refresh? Oh my god. I still do not see animation. Hide settings panel. Add animation of cube. Basically, it's the same problem. I think we can try to give it prompt we had for ChatGPT. Okay. Let's give it the same prompt that we gave to ChatGPT. And let's see what happens. Then let's go here and see what this ChatGPT did. I need to paste it to my local editor to preview. This is where Claude is better because it's previewing. Now I see nothing. I don't get it. Something completely broke. And I don't see errors. Oh, okay, I do see an error. Here it is. I'm trying to debug what's happening. And the error I see is that it cannot find... We can try something interesting here. So it cannot find this. Let's give to ChatGPT the error and ask it for something I'm not sure it can do. Can you research internet for correct URL? Let's see if it can search the internet. It can't. It's searching the internet. That's something Claude cannot do as well. It tried to search. And it's writing a new... Wait, what? What did it do? You guys saw it? This time it was pinpoint edit. It rewrote the only links of the import, which is interesting. And it was instant. But it was hard to see. Okay, let's see what's happening here. There is syntax error. Okay. And we are iterating. Maybe I will speed some of this up. We can see that both of them are struggling in this. But yesterday in the evening I did that and it did succeed. Okay, it made more edits, 4 edits. Can we see what edits it did? Can you show what you did edit? Huh. Can you do it with comments? You added comments? No, that's something. That's not what I meant. I know it can put comments into the canvas. I mean comment on canvas. Where and why you changed what. I know it can put... Oh, here they are. So yeah, it can comment inside. And it can highlight the changes. Okay, let's give this a try. Oh, wait. Oh, something starts to happen. But there is error like this. Let's give it to ChatGPT. And let's go and see what Anthropic does. So what is invalid properties at missing plugin sub register plugin? What? I am getting errors like this, and there is no animation fix. Yeah, for now Claude is struggling, but so does ChatGPT. I guess they are comparable. What's better about Claude is live previews, and it seems like this is better at editing. So I'm starting to see a thing. Didn't I already gave it an error? Oh, it did. It did some of the changes. Okay, so it did some changes somewhere. Like, I think this is the only thing I kind of dislike is I don't see what it changed. It would have been cool if it had something like a version history, like you have in Google Docs, or if you're code editor, then you can see like differences. What changes were made. I wonder if it can do it. Let's copy it again. Let's see what is happening. We can see it here, by the way, in the editor. Okay. Okay. ChatGPT did that. The only issue is it was once. Seems like it did the animation once. Okay. Look, I saw the animation, but it happened only once. It should repeat. Disassemble. Assemble cube randomly. Rotate. Assemble. Assemble. And repeat. Okay, let's go and see how Claude does. Claude also succeeded. It does a little bit different thing. It is WebGL, right? I mean, I can inspect it here. It is Canvas. It is WebGL. So I guess they more or less succeeded at the same time. I think ChatGPT needed to do a little bit more. Right? Let's give it a last try to them. I would say that in the end, Claude, oh no, it works. Maybe I want to change a little bit something about the speed, a little bit about how it looks. Okay, honestly, I think this is where we're gonna finish for today. I just wanted to do a quick demo to show you how they work. And we already saw that ChatGPT can do pinpoint edits. You can edit with it. So I can go and say, actually, let's do it the last thing. Add comments where speed of animation is. I want to change it. Show me where. Let's ask it this. Let's see how it's good. So it's writing commenting. Okay, it showed me the code. There's animation duration. Let's see. This line says the duration of shuffle and assemble animations. Changing animation duration will affect the speed of these animations. Okay, cool. I like this. This is a little bit better than Claude. A live preview is still missing though. I do hope they will add it. Actually, they have code preview. Some other things in here. Fix bugs, add logs, add comments. Yeah, cool. So there is speed of 250. Okay. Okay. Let's change them. So this is animation and there are animations. Let's change them a little bit. Let's speed it up a bit. Here, let's make this 300. What else do we have? Let's put this at 200. I want it a little bit speedier. Is that it? Yes, okay. So I have edited myself. I didn't ask it to do the thing that I could do myself. It just added comments for me. Let's try put it here. Let's go to browser. See. Now it should be a little bit faster. Okay, maybe the rotation is too fast. Ooh. Let's ask it again. Which one is about rotation? That one is too fast. Show me. So I don't think this is for everyone. I think this is pretty cool for those who are actually coding. I'm not sure it's very interesting feature for those who do not write code, but I think maybe I do think that for text editing, this could be very big UX improvement. Well, for those who use ChatGPT to write code. Not write code. For those who use ChatGPT to write texts, I think this kind of collaboration is pretty cool UX unlock. It is better than Claude. in that sense. As far as coding for non-experts, I don't know. Like I think as we saw, they're comparable. Yeah, I've broke it now. Okay, let's finish. Maybe one quickly last thing that I found but haven't had time to show you and test is that you can use in this kind of projects with Canvas custom GPTs. So you can choose some other tools like, I don't know, Server Commander that has third-party APIs to send this and publish somewhere. I haven't tested it yet myself, so probably I will make another video in the future if this is interesting. But that's it. This is all for the content. But before we finish, I want to do something like a count who won. So, as far as live previews goes, Claude Artifacts still hold the lead, and it's pretty good UX. It's fast iterations. You see, you can interact. ChatGPT doesn't have that. But as far as code goes, I think they are very comparable now. As you saw, if you watched the video and saw that they achieved the result approximately at the same time. But I do still give it a little bit to ChatGPT because it can do pinpoint edits, which lowers chances of it breaking what it didn't need to edit. Claude always refracts. If you watched previous videos, you know that I care about exactly this feature. Working only exactly on parts that need to work, not full rewrites like Claude does. And ChatGPT can do full rewrites or small edits. It decides smartly. This is pretty cool. I think it makes things faster, less errors. Yeah, it's an improvement. And overall collaboration experience in ChatGPT is also better, with comments, with showing the edits, with ability to edit yourself. That's not things that Claude currently has. So in this sense, I give slight edge to ChatGPT, but they are very close now. If before in editing code it felt like Claude is better with live previews and very good code editing, now ChatGPT catched up and even overcome the Claude in many ways except for live previews. That's where I am here. That's after like testing it for maybe a day. That's it with the content of the video, but don't leave just yet. Because if you did find this content valuable, do subscribe. I will be doing more of it. Leave a like, share, leave a comment, write what you liked, what you're interested in. All of these help to tell YouTube that this content is valuable, and then it boosts and shows it to other people. If you don't want other people to see this video and my channel not to grow, don't do any of these things. Also, there is a tax that you can that you can use to give me a tip. If I provided you with a good service, leave a tip. Or don't. I'm cool. Still, if you like this content, subscribe and see you next time.